Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And very good afternoon. At the outset, I wish to extend my heartiest congratulations to Her Excellency Teresa Lazaro on her recent appointment as the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines. Welcome, Your Excellency, to the ASEAN Foreign Ministers family. Look forward to working closely with you as we further the ASEAN agenda. Colleague, allow me also to put on record our appreciation to His Excellency Enrico Manalo for his valuable contribution to our work as advancing the ASEAN community building and external relations. We extend our best wishes to him in his new position, new post in New York, back to his position in New York. Distinguished ASEAN colleague, Secretary General of ASEAN, Foreign Minister of Timor-Leste, ladies and gentlemen, 30 years ago, ASEAN member states united to draw a line in the sand that our region would never become a stage for a nuclear conflict. The birth of Southeast Asian nuclear weapon-free zone was a manifestation of the difficult lessons we learned during the Cold War. The close call that we endured throughout those years taught us that the nuclear age was perhaps humanity's most dire stage yet. I say was because we are now confronted with newer dimension to the nuclear threat. As I speak, the global non-proliferation regime is under serious strain. The erosion of trust among nuclear powers, coupled with the modernization of nuclear arsenals, raises the specter of renewed and evolved nuclear arms race. Emerging technologies such as cyber warfare, quantum computing, and AI have brought new layers of complexity to the table. Their integration into strategic systems has made us all more vulnerable and raised the potential for escalation that could be among the most dangerous hallmarks of the era we live in. Indeed, the nuclear age and the information age has coalesced into humanity's most volatile period. Whether you know this era as a post-information age, the fourth industrial revolution, or the age of AI, one thing is certain: the Cold War may be over, but nuclear weapons are even more dangerous now than they were back then. To compound our worries, current nuclear disarmament mechanisms appear to be struggling to fulfill their purpose, an issue which becomes more troubling considering the ongoing conflicts across the globe. In Ukraine, protracted warfare has heightened fears of nuclear escalation, with rhetoric from nuclear weapon states that threaten to undermine decades of disarmament efforts. In the Middle East, regional instability is growing more profound, with Israel's unprovoked attack on Iran. This is a blatant agitation for war and breach of international law. The IAEA has made two things clear. First, that there is no evidence of Iran having a nuclear weapons program. Second, and I quote, nuclear facilities must never be attacked, regardless of the context or circumstances, as it could harm both people and the environment. Nuclear weapons states continue to place nuclear weapons on high alert status, reminding us of the catastrophic humanitarian risks related to nuclear weapons and their proliferation, as well as the urgent need to strengthen international and regional frameworks to prevent it. Indeed, the UN High Representative for Disarmament Affairs recently reminded us that we are going towards, and I quote, a dangerous and uncharted territory without the guardrails which have helped to stabilize and sustain global security in the past. It has therefore never been more urgent to uphold the global nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation regime. Colleagues, this year marks 30th anniversary of Seanwfz Treaty. The treaty is cornerstone of ASEAN's security architecture and a key instrument in the region's role in global disarmament efforts amid an ever more complex security landscape. Timor-Leste's accession to the Seanwfz Treaty by the 47th Summit will further expand the geographical scope of the treaty and complement our broader regional security architecture in shaping strategic norms and expectation in our part of the world. Colleagues, we can take pride in the fact that our region has remained free nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction. While the protocol to the Seanwfz Treaty has yet to be signed, ASEAN has made significant strides in advancing the peaceful uses of nuclear technology, particularly through ongoing cooperation with the IAEA in the fields of agriculture, medical diagnostics, food technologies, among others. This further reaffirms ASEAN's commitment to harnessing the peaceful civilian application of nuclear science in accordance with objectives of Seanwfz Treaty, in line with the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Yet, as we celebrate these achievements, it is deeply concerning that Southeast Asia remains the only, I repeat, the only nuclear weapon-free zone that has not been formally recognized by the nuclear weapon states through the signing and ratification of the treaty's protocol. In this regard, we welcome the readiness by nuclear weapon states to engage with ASEAN with a view towards the signing and ratification of the protocol. It is therefore incumbent upon ASEAN to respond constructively with urgency. We must work collectively to create the necessary conditions for the NWS to take this important step, including by resolving outstanding issues with the NWS in accordance with the principles and objectives of the treaty. We have a responsibility to ensure that the treaty remains not just a legal instrument, but a living dynamic commitment that contributes meaningfully to regional and global disarmament efforts. With the existential threat to humanity that nuclear arms pose, I call upon all ASEAN member states to remain united in our pursuit of a nuclear weapon-free Southeast Asia. I look forward to our deliberation today and the valuable ideas you will bring to the table. Thank you.